Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So, I recently saw the movie Free Guy in theaters, and I have to say, many people have have said that this movie was going to be good. So I went to watch the movie, and when I got there, I watched the movie, and I thought it was mediocre because watching Ryan Reynolds in the previous movie. There was another movie he came out with on Netflix, which was, I think it was like 100% action, and I was disappointed with the movie because it was just pure action in that one movie for Netflix. And when I watched this movie, I thought it was going to be better because I thought it was going to be more like Jim Carrey's what was that one movie that he had back in the day? He had one of those movies back in the 90s. I forget the name of the movie. I think it was I think it was Mr. Yeah, I don't know the name of the movie at the moment. But the movie was a huge disappointment for me. Free Guy. The reason it was a disappointment was because uh it was more of like a video game. And being in a video game, I thought it was going to be better, but because it's it's been this kind of story has kind of been done before, like with what was it? Happy Death Day to You, or Happy Death Day, and then Happy Death Day to You. It was like the same kind of repetitive theme. So I kind of saw that too, and then I saw that with Jim Carrey's movie, which was pretty good because Jim Carrey's version was kind of nice, where he was like more in a movie or something, like he was in a fantasy world, and he he ended up escaping. But with this one, this is more like the video game. I mean, the players are the one controlling Mr. Ryan Reynolds, and he had a lot of jokes and a lot of stuff, but it did nothing landed for me. For me, I felt like this movie was a big disappointment because um, he did realize that he was in the Truman Show. That was the name of the Jim Carrey movie. But this movie, like I said, was a huge disappointment for me because like it was more like little kids, like people who want to watch video game movies, and I expected more because it said that it's made by Disney, so I expected more. But the live action movies from Disney are a huge disappointment, especially like I said, the 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 plot was so boring. It didn't even matter if you had Channing Tatum, you had The Rock, you had Lil Rel Howery or whatever his name is, and then you have the guy from the Avengers. Come on, Chris Evans. Nothing landed for me, so I'm gonna rate this as like a 1 or a 2 because this was one of the worst. I mean, one of the bad movies that I saw, and it's supposedly comedy, and has a lot of action. But this was more treated like a video game, like like you're playing one of those cheap video games that you get at the on the App Store, like on the Google Play Store or on the Apple App Store, that you get one of those boring video games that are trying to mimic Grand Theft Auto or something. But for me, like I said, this movie didn't land. No jokes, no nothing, and the whole thing was supposed to be similar to the Truman Show, but this is like it got the worst parts of the Truman Show, and it just created one of the worst movies. So, I do have to say this movie was not for me. It was it's a movie that if you watch it, you should skip it. So, I mean, if you want to watch a movie, this is not the movie for it. Even though many people said, "Wow, it's a great movie." Yeah, I believed your lies, and I went to watch it, and it was a disaster for me. So Ryan Reynolds, if you're listening, which I guarantee you're not, this was another bad movie. So that's about it. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll catch you guys in another video.